Far out in the most remote corners of Nevada lies an unexpected paradise. Great Basin National Park is home to Nevada's only glacier, 5,000-year-old trees, and stunning sunsets from the very roof of the state. There's something so incredibly beautiful about the desert and the wide open space, and I was so excited to get out and explore National Park number 44 for myself. We're up early today. Well, kind of early. It's 9:30. Plan today is to go to Great Basin National Park, which will be our 44th national park. And to get there, we are in Reno now. We just checked out of our hotel. We are gonna drive along the loneliest road in America. So, should be a pretty fun drive. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I had a day of rest. I feel happy.
Good. Good. We said goodbye to my mom last night, which was pretty sad. This is my last leg of the journey. My dad is gonna continue on, but this is, the last thing that I have before the school year starts. So I'm gonna try to appreciate it all and then just enjoy some time in nature. We're in the town of Fernley, which is where the loneliest road in America starts, right?
I'm not sure. I thought it went all the way to Sacramento, California, but I don't know where it goes from here.
Lo and behold, it turns out my dad was kind of right in both accounts. So the actual US 50 runs from Sacramento all the way to Maryland, but the loneliest road is technically called the section in Nevada. So the more you know.
Other than east, so.
Well, we're about to get on it. Excited, don't know what to expect. I will be honest, I am a sucker for a lonely highway. I love this vastness and the sense of calm that I get from being out in a really, really remote, desolate place. It is pretty desolate out here. We haven't seen that many cars. There's really nothing. It's pretty though, and it is despite there being nothing, it is a pretty landscape. I will give it that. What do you think?
Well, I'm enjoying this. This is lonely though.
It is definitely lonely. Okay, we got some snacks, some pita chips, and then this is probably the main event. The Mexican candy is what it says. It's pineapple with chili. What do you think?
An interesting combination of sweet and spice.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, got a little kick to it. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, I was just about to say it's kind of mild. Oh, I think that's pretty good.
I gotta admit, yeah. A little afterburn kicks in.
Yeah. Pretty good. We kept driving and the vast desert landscape spread out in front of us. We are in Ely, Nevada, and we think we're making a turn soon to get to Great Basin. We drove through the lovely town of Ely, and then the plan was to get to our campsite to just basically drive straight up the main park road into the mountains. Okay, we've made it into the park. Now we just need to drive along the scenic road to the Wheeler Peak Campground, which is where we're going to be setting up shop for the next couple days. I will not lie, this is such a cool national park. You're driving through the desert for so long and you see these mountains in the distance, and then you turn onto the main park road and you just drive up and up the mountains. And the Wheeler Peak Campground, fun fact, is actually the highest elevation campground in the whole national park system, and it was sweet. We had a fantastic view as we were putting our tent up. Okay, made it to the campsite. We are just gonna chill and relax. It is absolutely beautiful, but it is super, super windy. So we just gotta take that into account. And then tomorrow we will see the old trees. There are so many fun parts of camping, but I gotta say, the evening wind down when you're at the campsite is definitely my favorite. Good morning. Today is our one full day in Great Basin. The goal for today is to hike 2 lakes, a glacier, and Bristlecone Pines. Those are the ones that I'm most excited to see. They are 1,000 years old, which is so cool. We slept fine last night. It was pretty uneventful and I have sleep, except it was a little windy. It's much calmer today, so we are going to get this hike started. So what do you think of Great Basin so far?
So far, I like it. We haven't immersed ourselves in it yet, but it's very wild. Not much of a crowd. Hard to get to. Here we are, and that's the view from our campsite. So far, so good.
And we're going around there today. Despite being a month into the hiking trip at this point, it still just felt so good to get out on trail and be in nature. This whole hike we're doing today is at a higher elevation than what we're used to. And we've hiked at high elevation before, but for some reason I can kind of feel it right now, which isn't a bad thing, just, you know, it's a high elevation hike. We kept hiking and eventually made it to the lakes, which was stop number 1 on this epic hike. This is beautiful, and we are the only ones here. Okay, Stella Lake was just a gem. There's one other lake on the circuit that we're gonna go to now. Okay, we're at the second lake. This one's a little bit smaller, but it's still very pretty. We eventually made it to the start of what would be the most epic part of the hike. Okay, now for the main event. We are on the Bristlecone Pine Trail, and we are going to see some really, really old trees. So we actually chose to go by the trees really quickly, go up to the glacier, because that'll be kind of the hardest part of the hike, and then come back down. But we were able to see just a couple of trees on our way up. Okay, now we are going up to the glacier. The altitude and heat definitely getting to us, but this is beautiful. This was absolutely an insane part of the hike. Every single time I thought it was done, we just kept hiking. We are getting up close and very personal with this mountain. I feel like we can reach out and touch it. We're right in the bowl of it all, but I think we're almost there. Okay, made it to the peak, the summit, the end of the trail. We are exhausted. That was pretty difficult, but it's a cool view now. How are you? You have a nice setup right there. Back to the Bristlecone Pines. These trees were completely majestic in their own way. I honestly was in awe as I was around them. They're not the prettiest, they're not the biggest, they're not the tallest, but they are so resilient and they live on such a harsh landscape. And even after they're dead, their skeletons remain for so long. They were just so genuinely spectacular and amazing to see with my own eyes. It is hard to even grasp how old these trees are. What do you think of the Bristlecone Pines?
I enjoyed that. That was neat. That was spiritual. 3,200 years old. Hard to put your head around.
Oh yeah. We kept admiring some of the trees until eventually it was finally time to end this hike and head back down the mountain.
Bang.
Okay, made it back to the campsite. That was a crazy hike. We were all over that mountain. It was really fun. But we are gonna chill, probably relax for the rest of the day. I'm about to fill up my water bottle and then have a Pop-Tart. This will sadly be my last cinnamon raisin toast experience on this trip. Not the last ever, but on this trip. I'll just keep saying it, but the best part of camping is when you're just hanging out at the campsite. Okay, the last thing we're doing tonight is going to a night sky ranger program. It's towards the bottom of the mountain, so we've got to head down there now, but it's gonna be really cool. I was not allowed to film at the ranger program, but let this be your sign to always go to them. This one was so cool, and they had a telescope so you could see constellations. We are all packed up, ready to go. My dad's adventure continues on to the Tetons and Yellowstone, but my adventure ends because I have to go back to work. So, head into the airport.